Okay, let's talk about flywheel storage energy devices. But what is a flywheel storage energy device? It's a kind of electromechanical battery that works by making a heavy mass, called a rotor, spinning to a very high speed. The energy is stored as rotational energy. When energy is extracted from the system, the flywheel's rotation speed is reduced. Adding energy to the system correspondingly results in an increase in the speed of the flywheel. In the right side of the figure, we can see a flywheel used by NASA in the United States. It can be seen as an electric motor or a generator. Most FES, flywheel energy storage system, use electricity to accelerate and decelerate the flywheel. But devices that directly use mechanical energy are being developed. At that point, they can be seen as generators. What are the most advanced FES? In the advanced FES, the rotors are made of high-strength carbon-side composites and are suspended by magnetic bearings to avoid loss of energy. These advanced FES spinning at speeds from 2,000 to over 100,000 rotations per minute in a vacuum enclosure, using to lower the friction to the air. Such flywheels can come up to speed in a matter of minutes, reaching the energy capacity much more quickly than some other forms of energy storage. For example, if one of the systems delivers its energy in 1 second, it can reach 3,600 kilowatts, but it could also deliver the same amount of energy in 1 millisecond, reaching a power of 3,006,000 kilowatts. There are some figures of the sum of these systems. And first, let's see the comparison between electrical power and energy storage comparison. On the left side of the figure, you can see the specific energy in watts-hour per kilogram that can be stored in such devices. And in the lower part of the graphic, in the horizontal, you can see the specific power in watts per kilogram. As you can see, the flywheels has a very equilibrated position between these two characteristics. Batteries, you can store a very good quantity of energy, but you cannot have much power come out from it at some time. Flywheels has a very balanced position between these two. They are not as good as gasoline or hydrogen, at least at this moment, but with the technology you improve or when you can make, let's see, the flywheels with nanotubes, carbon nanotubes, or some other device more resistant, it can go to very high densities, and it can increase this capability. In this drawing, you can see a schematics of the vacuum of this device. In the outer part, you can see the vacuum enclosure. In the top and the bottom, magnetic bearings, a shaft on the middle, and a hub that connects the two parts. As the other schematics, you can see it's not exactly schematics; it's a more proper design. And you can see the rotor that is made of carbon fiber. It stores the energy. In the middle part, you can see the motor or generator used to accelerate the motor. It's like an electrical motor or generator. You can see in the top and the bottom the magnetic bearings, and on the left side a vacuum pump. What are the advantages? they have high power output, they are unaffected by environment temperature, they have a long life, the components and materials they are made of are very friendly to the environment, and the charging times are very reduced. What are the disadvantages? Low resistance to mechanical impacts. If something hits the flywheel, it can lose the suspension. Then, because of that, they need to use a very robust control system for the magnetic bearing. Also, you have a change in the voltage frequency produced as the rotation speed changes. As you takes the energy, the velocity of the rotation decreases, and so the frequency of the voltage also decreases. This need to be addressed. What are the challenges you are facing now? You need to reduce costs of the rotor and the magnetic bearings. Need to make a mass production of quality. Energy is lost due to Foucault currents in some kinds of devices. Reduce the overall system weight and increase resistance to mechanical vibrations. And in conclusion, Flywheel energy storage system using carbon fiber has the capability to replace metal acid battery technology, being much more friendly to the environment